let's get your opinion here of President Trump's mugshot yesterday, which one of my listeners and I compared to Jimmy Dean reincarnate. Let's see that mugshot, guys. We got it up? There it is. This has got to go on every coffee cup, every T-shirt. This got to go on your bumper sticker. This has got to be. This is Trump channeling his inner Jimmy Dean. What do you think of this mugshot? And is this going to backfire, Jackie, on the communists and state-run media?
John, I had a bit of a different reaction to this mugshot. I am enraged. I am enraged that this happened to him. This is a political persecution. The fact he's the most recognized man in the world. For the fact that they took a mugshot is an absolute joke. And it's taking all of the America First candidates' faces and rubbing it in the dirt by taking this. Will it make lots of money? Yes. Will we get good chuckles out of it? Sure, because we know what a joke it is. But I want people to really boil this down. I want you pissed that this mugshot was taken.
Tell me about what you think the reaction is going to be. I know that you've talked to some people. You're in Davidson County, which is in Nashville, not exactly a hotbed of Trump voters and conservatives. Give me some of the reaction there.
So the difficult thing for me, John, upon coming down here is I've watched grown men in my board meetings whine and cry and say, I want my party back. I want my party back. And I have to sit down and say to them, if it's up to me and all the other people who are becoming involved in politics, you will never get your party back. We're here to take it, and we're not going anywhere with it because we're committed. We're not in this to be vanity candidates. We're not in this to mooch off the citizens. We're here to make a difference, and we're here to get government back on the right track. So what I say to people is, you've had your fun, you've had your reign of the GOP, and you've had your power over it. But it's slipping, it's going to continue to slip, and you can either get with the program or you can get out of the party.
So you go there and they're all whining, "Wah, I want my party back. I want my party back." Your party's a disaster and a disgrace.
Your party is a disgrace. And
like, what party is that?
John, it's losing. I was an athlete, okay? We don't like to lose. People here that get into politics, we should probably be recruiting people who are more of a team player. They know how to be good leaders, etc. But what's happening is you have these rhinos with a death grip on the party. And let me assure you, it will get heated, it will get nasty, there will be struggle sessions. But at the end of the day, a rhino is more dangerous than a Democrat.
Well, Jackie, do they understand our populist movement at all and how this has taken the party over? Do any of them even grasp it?
They don't care, John. They want back to how things were. They want back to, being controlled opposition. They want to go back to losing. This is what they want. And you can try to reason with them. You can be very adult. You can come in with all the business sensibilities that you can muster. But let me tell you something. You will bump up against that wall. And one of two things will happen. You will become horrified and run away and never become involved in politics again. Or you will dig in harder and harder and harder. And you won't leave until you feel like there's been some modicum of change.
So you have dug in harder. Now, this is the interesting thing I want people to realize. You followed our strategy, Precinct 2.0. You joined your local party in Davidson County, which is very liberal, very blue. You joined the party. You became a precinct chair, just like we asked. Then you quickly move up to, in the first election there, you become vice chair. Now you're about to get a seat on the executive committee. And
Well,
how
I
long
don't know
have you
about
been
that.
involved?
That would be news to me about the executive committee, to be honest. But I would entertain any role in this party because I want us to win again. I want us to do better for citizens. If that means entertaining other roles, great. But we mean business.
So but the bottom line is, because when we first started talking, it was at
Yeah.
Freedom Fest, and that was
Yeah.
in December, right?
That was, yeah.
So that's
And
when
yeah,
you first got involved, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah, and
with
our
it's
field
been
was in February.
8 9 months. Yeah, it's been 9 months, and you've gone from hey, how do I get involved? Precinct 2.0 to vice chair of the party, soon to be chair of the Davidson County Party. That's inevitable, and perhaps on the executive committee. Look, folks, that's what we're trying to say here. If you get involved and you fight, you're simply going to move up because they can't stop us. This is a populist movement that's going to take the party over that they can't stop. Okay, you've got a mayor's race coming up at the end of September in Nashville. You've got a Republican. It's a nonpartisan, but you have a conservative in the runoff. Tell me about the race.
Sure. So we're very excited. The Davidson County Republican Party has come out and we've endorsed Alice Rowley as our candidate for mayor. She was not supposed to make the runoff. So I'd like to start out by saying people have been counting her out before she even made the runoff. There were much better funded candidates that she was up against who ultimately ended up conceding. So now you have what I call a beautiful tale of two Nashvilles. You have two people, Freddie O'Connell, Democrat, Alice Rowley, Republican, born and raised here in Nashville. Two very different ideas for the city. My issue, amongst many, with the Democrat candidate, Freddie O'Connell, is he is a Gavin Newsom 2.0. Nashville will be the San Francisco of the South if this gentleman gets in. You can mark my word because I've lived in cities that have embraced policies that he pushes through our Metro City Council, and they only get worse. So I think he's going to be feeling some heat around public safety. That's not something, he's really spoken about as much as Alice, yet suddenly last week he wants to come out and fund our police more. Well, that's interesting. That was right after Alice got the endorsement of the FOP. So I think it's going to be a very interesting race. Voter turnout's going to be exceedingly important. And early voting starts today. September 14th is the final day to vote. If you are a citizen of Davidson County, vote for Alice Rowley unless you want to live in a complete crap city in 5 years.